Hi, I'm Pat Goss. This is the Wildcat Golf Academy YouTube channel. I'm the director of golf at Northwestern. We just finished up a beautiful evening at the Glen Club of our Wildcat Golf Academy and wanted to go over some putting. So let's talk a little bit about the putting setup. And I'll tell you, this is one thing, watching every level of player. If you watch great players, you're going to see more consistency in the setup than any part of the game. There are more good players doing this the same way than any other part. I think there's less variety in putting. I think the fundamentals even hold truer. So let's talk about that setup. First, in the posture, we want to tilt forwards from our hips to a point where our arms hang directly below our shoulders, just hang naturally, and they're away from our legs where they have some space to hang. It's really important when we tip again. I'm going to put my hands right below my belt buckle. I'm going to push that back and up. I'm going to tilt. I'm going to feel the weight go onto the balls of my feet. I'm going to let my arms hang. Now from that position there is where I'm going to grab the putter. What we see most of you do, most people are putting with a putter that's too long and then adjusting their setup to that. So we see somebody holding a 35-inch putter that's too long, they bend their knees, they get upright like this and putt from this position. You look at tour players, they're going to tilt forward, let their arms hang, and get just a little bit of elbow bend from there. This is the correct setup. Tilt forward so your eyes are just inside the inside edge of the golf ball. Let your arms hang directly under your shoulders. Butt up. Your hips are going to end up over your heels. Another great setup thing to check is if you take your hands off your putter and let it hang, it needs to hang in line with the shaft. The other thing we'll see in this setup is we want to see the shaft plane run up the forearms. So if I were to grip this up and hold it above the ground, you can see that the butt of this club is running up my forearm. That's really important. From the side view, all we're going to really look for in the setup is it's very important that this club gets in there at 90 degrees. The loft on the putter is predicated on the shaft being straight up and down. That's going to get the ball rolling the most properly. So we want the ball position set just forward of center so that when the shaft is up vertically, the ball is just in front of that. One of the goals we're going to see in putting is we really want to get that putter back to that 90-degree vertical position. Let's just talk briefly about what moves the putter. It's a pretty simple stroke, and really if you can get the setup, most of the fundamentals then you've already predicated to be correct. But let's talk about what moves it. What I want to see moving in the putting stroke is I want to see the swinging of your arms moving your upper body, and that's what makes it move. Okay? I think we see two extremes in this in putting. One, either people heard that their shoulders make putting happen, and we'll see strokes where people are really rocking their shoulders, and they dip this way and their head moves, or we'll see the other where people are mainly trying to putt with their hands this way. The easiest way I can show this to you is if I get set up, you look at this when I grip down and hold it above the ground, the way that shaft sits between my forearms. I want you to look at the space between the grip in my left forearm and the space between my right forearm and the grip. As I swing this putter, I'm going to maintain that space. So I'm using my arms are swinging the head of the putter, and as they swing the head of the putter, my upper body responds to that and moves. We need to see this moving in putting. A drill I'll have people do a lot is put their hands on their chest, elbows straight out parallel to the target, and if we swing our arms correctly, I have to feel my chest moving. Very common if I'm giving you a putting lesson to come put my hand on your back, rest it there, and as you're putting, I want to feel that moving in response to your swinging arms. Get the setup right, get your arms swinging, maintaining that triangle with the putter, hold still with your body, and you'll be a good putter.